visionary leadership is our topic for tonight's discussion. Well, let's set the ball rolling. Let me just go straight to Kwame Bedu Ando. What is a vision?
Thank you very much for that question.
You're welcome, sir.
I just want us to go back to the Bible.
Okay.
If you go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 5, 6, 7,
okay.
It asks us to write the vision and make it plain. And then goes on further to say that even if it tarries, it will definitely manifest.
Okay.
So a vision is the ability of you, of me, of any individual, no matter who he is, to perceive the possibilities that are available to his organization, to his community, to his nation, and to create a picture of where that nation or organization will be in future.
Wow, that's perfect definition. But can you just discuss it for us? What is a vision? What is a vision?
Yeah, a vision is what you perceive to be in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, etc., etc.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have any vision, and they are only there to work to get a pay and to maybe make use of the money. But if you have a vision, you plan ahead that in the next 2 years, I want to be here and not there.
Okay.
So if you have a vision, you plan.
You plan.
Yes.
So
and when you plan, you are able to achieve. People say that if you don't plan, then you are planning to fail.
Oh, okay.
If you don't plan, then you are planning to fail. Yes.
Even as we sit idle.
Yes, you are planning to fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. But let me still stay on you.
Yeah.
So now you've defined a vision. Who is a leader?
Well, I think all of us.
What is leadership?
Yeah. In actual fact, the other time we define leadership as a process of social influence, which one person can sort of enlist the aid and support of others to accomplish a common task.
Okay.
And so, even as we sit here, we have leaders amongst us. You decided to do something. That is leadership. You took the bull by the horn. You had not done it before, but you decided, I want to go in for it. And you went in, and now we are following you.
So whatever you start doing, just like what we've started doing here.
Yes, just have one or two people behind you.
Okay.
You are leading.
You are leading, wow.
Yes. But we have bad leadership, of course, and good leadership.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Yes.
We'll get there. Thank you very much, Kwame Beduando. Prince,
Yes.
I hope you're ready for this one. I think listeners want to know why one think visionary leadership is key in all leadership applications today.
Well, that's an interesting question. And there are only two animals on the planet that the Creator favorably identifies himself with. And it is interesting to note that both animals happen to be the kings of their domain. They are the eagle and the lion. Mm-hmm. The lion is the king of the jungle, and the eagle is the king of the birds. God identifies himself with these two animals. Wow. And if God identifies himself with these animals, we want to know more about them.
Okay.
And so, you see, one of the qualities of the eagle is its great power of vision.
How? In what sense?
I'll get there in a minute.
Okay, all right.
Under ideal conditions, there is an eagle called the golden eagle. It can detect the slight movement of, let's say, a rabbit from more than 2 kilometers away.
Okay.
If the eagle is here, the rabbit is 2 kilometers away, it can detect the movement of this rabbit. That's why it has a powerful vision. You see, and because of the eagle's power, great power of vision, it sees things ahead and then plans ahead.
Okay.
You see, it sees the things ahead, and from here, it plans to get there and what it will do when it gets there.
Okay.
So, for example, the eagle sees 5 rabbits 2 kilometers away. The rabbits have no knowledge that the eagle is coming. But the eagle, because through the power of vision, sees the rabbit far away, plans on how to attack the rabbit.
Okay.
So on how to attack the rabbit. So it means that the probability of the eagle catching a rabbit is very high because of vision.
Because it can see ahead.
Now it's also interesting to note that this is what Job has to say about the eagle.
Okay.
It says that far into the distance, its eye keeps looking. I want you to underline the word looking, because there's a big difference between looking and seeing.
Okay.
Now, God, in His wisdom, has given man this ability, the ability of vision.
Vision.
The ability of vision.
So
the ability
we all have the ability to see.
No, we all have the ability to look.
To look.
But you see, eyes that look are common.
Okay.
But eyes that see are rare.
Okay. So
Yes.
there's difference
There's a
between
very
looking
big
and
difference.
seeing, right?
There's a big difference.
Okay.
And so the eagle looks and sees with its eyes, but man can look and see with vision.
Okay.
Now, man cannot see 2 kilometers away, but you can do that if you have vision. You get
Yes,
the
I
difference.
think yes, I'm
yes,
getting
and so
it, right.
looking is not the same as seeing, like I said. And so the same way the eagle looks and sees far with its natural eyes, and then plans ahead, a human being can also look with his or her eyes and see very far with vision. Vision, like the other time I was saying, is an internalized, clear mental image of a preferable future. And so you look into the future, see what you want,
Okay.
and you do this by the power of vision that God has given to us. Wow. And so visionary leadership causes leaders to be very proactive because they see what is coming.
Okay.
And like the eagle sees the rabbits away and plans on what to do when you get there.
Okay.
So this is why I believe visionary leadership is key to be applied in all forms of leadership today.
Wow, thank you very much, Prince. As you are listening, this is getting boiling. You send us your comments on our WhatsApp page. Today, we've changed the number because of a technical problem. You can send us on 0244 944 647. Kwame Bedu Ando, who is a visionary leader?
Yeah. The other day we tried to mention some qualities of certain people, and we were using risk-taking, caretaking, and the other one? Undertaking. Yes, as an example, you know. A visionary leader is a risk-taker.
A risk-taker.
Yes. Let us just look at what Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did when he came to Ghana. Over there, he was not a leader. Probably he was leading some other activities, but virtually unknown in Ghana.
Okay.
Yes, and he was brought down to join a political organization, UGCC. And what the UGCC was saying was that independence at the shortest possible time.
Independence at the
shortest possible time. What is the shortest possible time?
Yeah.
It could be 10 years. It could even be 20 years.
Okay.
Because it means that Britain, when you are ready, give us independence. But Kwame Nkrumah said that no, independence now. You see, independence now. So he was taking a risk.
Okay.
You know, it could be anything. And you know that he even went to prison for this sort of leadership style that he actually put up when he was here. And when he left the UGCC, he identified with poor people, he identified with the common man, whereas the other people were identifying with lawyers and people who had money.
Okay.
And he identified with the people in such a way that the people could recognize him as their leader. So he, instead of putting on suit wherever he went, Kwame Nkrumah preferred to be in smoke.
In smoke?
Yes, in smoke. To identify with the common man.
This is history, Prince.
Yes. So if you're looking for a visionary leader, then an example is
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, yes. Right? So thank you, Kwame Bedu Ando. I think let's get this one also clear. What is the purpose of a visionary leader? Kwame Nkrumah, we have identified him. So, what was his purpose, and who we any person that we identify as a visionary leader? What should be his or her purpose?
Yeah, the purpose of a visionary leader is to ensure that there's change.
There's change.
That the status quo is not good for us.
Okay.
He came. Just let me use Kwame again.
Okay.
And so the sort of life Africans were subjugated to, poor people, serving the white master. And he has been to America and England and has seen how blacks were suffering. So if we are suffering outside, we have to suffer in our own country.
I don't think so.
Therefore, my purpose is to ensure that
there is change.
Yes. Positive change in the system. Therefore, the purpose is to ensure that the status quo does not continue.
So, can you give us an example? Like, if you want to change, okay, let's say there's a problem and we don't. I think we don't need it again.
Yeah.
How do a leader change that? Maybe the atmosphere.
You see, we all live in communities, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We all have choked gutters, don't we have them?
Yeah, we have.
When it rains, what happens? It rained yesterday.
Yeah.
And if you go outside,
floods,
you see gutters overflowing. You see mud coming onto the street. And we look at it, and we are gentlemen, and we think that there is nothing we can do. We think that only government should go in. If you are a visionary leader, you should think about the community in which you live.
Wow. You think?
When cholera came, it didn't kill only Gans, because this is Gan land. It killed Akans, Evers, whatever. So
the cholera does not know.
No, does not know which tribe you belong to. Wow. But we all look on without taking any action, thinking that government should do it. Wow. Even though we actually create the rubbish. We dump them into the gutters. And when there is flood, the result is very bad.
Wow, thank you very much, Kwame. We are learning, and I always say every week that we learn. Listeners, for you to become a visionary leader, I think you have a lot to do. Prince, let me come to Prince for him to answer this question for me. We thank you very much, Kwame Bedu Ando. Prince, so in this situation, how can the acts of visionary leadership contribute towards Africa's development and transformation?
Wow. Okay. How can the act of visionary leadership contribute towards Africa's renaissance or transformation? Well, Africa is where Singapore was about 50 years ago.
Africa, come again, please. Come again.
I said Africa is actually
where
Singapore was about 50 years ago, and they desired to be a transformed nation. They were a third world country, straight up. And Africa is also at where China was about 30 years ago. They also decided to change things. Slightly, it's interesting to note that slightly over 30 years ago, Kenya's GDP was exactly like that of China. Slightly over 30 years ago, they were sort of like at par. And so how did China do this 30 years ago? How did Singapore do this 50 years ago? What did they start doing right? One interesting thing that I found out was that their leaders were visionaries. Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, he passed on about 3 weeks, just 3 weeks ago. This man was a great leader. And he took his country, Singapore, from third world straight to first world country. Straight up from third world to first world. And one of his qualities was the fact that he envisaged their country being in the first world when they were in the third world. He saw that, like Kwame Nkrumah. You get it. And so they when they envisaged a first world country when they were in the third world, they therefore had a great plan to take them into the future. Yes, Africa also has some great visionaries, but the difference also is that Lee and his people envisaged the future, comma, they made plans,
Wow.
comma, and they understood that there had to be some sacrifices.
That's the China, right?
That's Singapore.
Okay, Singapore,
And then
sorry.
they made those sacrifices. For example, now Lee Kuan Yew, when he was in leadership, he goes to the extent of controlling how loud your radio set is, so that it doesn't disturb anyone.
Yeah,
you can't just do anything like that.
But you will be playing
You
music on
can't just
streets
throw
everywhere.
it. So that's it. You make the people understand. If we want to get there, now guys, I've seen it through vision. If you want me to take you there, these are the sacrifices. Are you ready? If you throw something down, you are going to pay. If you cross the red light, you will pay a very high price. Same with China. Great plan, great future. They took great sacrifices, and so today they are there. For example, they came up with strict importation policies.
Wow.
Now you don't just import things like you like in China.
Yeah.
Because of the future they saw with vision.
Vision.
They stopped importing things and controlled even the number of kids a parent can have, because they wanted to control population.
Wow.
You
now,
see,
now
so-
we are changing for what they are doing.
Exactly. So today China is the second biggest economy in the world. Now, Daddy mentioned about Kwame Nkrumah.
Yes.
Great vision. And like the eagle, Nkrumah saw Ghana and Africa in the next 50 and 100 years and made plans to help us get there. And it was, I was shocked when I realized that he left a very big land at around Atomic.
Yeah.
From Atomic Junction to the other end, close to Dome, all just for science and technology. Now his vision was terminated. Some people came, they didn't see that vision. Now today, all those lands have been sold. That vision has been aborted. And so if African leaders can see the next 50 years, 100 years, and like the eagle plan our way to that top, and like China and Singapore decide to make people understand there are some sacrifices we need to make, we shall get there.
Wow, thank you very much, Prince. This is perfect. I think you've explained into details. Thank you very much. Kwame Nkrumah, he was our leader, a great man of vision.
Very great.
Now,
can I just
yes.
something
Kwame
about it?
Nkrumah, yes, you can.
It's unfortunate. It looks as if this segment is going political, but we need to talk about it.
Yes,
it's a
of
fact. And I just to support what my man here said. Kwame Nkrumah and Lee Kuan Yew were contemporaries.
Wow.
Yeah, they were contemporaries. And I know that Lee Kuan Yew even visited Ghana when Kwame Nkrumah was the president. They shared ideas together. They thought about how they can help their countries to develop. And therefore, they had equal opportunity to utilize whatever they had, whatever resources they had at their disposal to do that. Unfortunately, whereas the Singaporeans understood Lee Kuan Yew, no, you should not think that there were no atrocities in Singapore. There were a lot of them. But Ghanaians never understood Kwame Nkrumah. Yes. Therefore, even when he had done a lot, we thought that he was going over the bar. And so we cropped his wings and he could never fly. But the Singaporeans allowed Lee Kuan Yew to fly like an eagle. High, high, high. And now when you go to Singapore,
Now.
my brother,
Oh, beautiful.
We started together.
we started together.
So we are late, right?
Oh, we've gone far, far, far behind.
You know, we also have this, we there are a lot of churches. We always pray to God, and why we still late? Can you just say
Yes,
something
we
about
pray
that?
to go all right, but are we actually Christians?
That's the question.
Yes, we can pray, we can do anything, but are we Christians? Because if you are a Christian, then you will love your brother just as you love yourself. Do we do that?
We don't do that.
You see, I always use the silted gutters as an example. Do we care when we throw rubbish into the gutter? When we buy bananas and we eat,
There's a
where
saying that says
do we throw the
cleanliness is
banana?
what-
Yeah. Where do we throw the peels? Just anywhere. thinking that somebody from AMA will come and pick them. So
Thank you.
cholera, so whatever.
Well, it's boiling. Boiling dialogue. Let's your WhatsApp message come 0244944647. Okay, Prince. Just before I move to Kwame Bedu Ando, what are some of the qualities of a visionary leader, and how can one become a visionary leader?
Okay.
Qualities,
and how can one become? Well, I believe visionary leaders are great leaders, and I also believe great leaders are long-term thinkers.
Okay.
Yes, great leaders are long-term thinkers. They think the next 50 years when others are thinking the next 5 minutes. And so average people only think about the present and immediate gratifications and a few meters away, whilst great or visionary leaders think the next 20, 100 years. And, and after seeing what, through their vision, they think of what they have to do each hour of the day to make.
So they don't spend time just to do unnecessary.
Yes, that's why it's not. That's why everybody is not doing it. It's not that easy. You see, it has to come with sacrifice. Exactly. And so, visionary leaders, number one, they inspire others because they are inspired themselves.
They
inspire others because they are inspired themselves.
Okay.
Of what? Of the future they have seen. Yes.
Okay.
And so because of the next 50 years, the great things they have seen, they inspire others.
Okay.
Because they are inspired by that vision. You get it?
Yes.
Remember, vision is an internalized, clear mental image of a preferable future. And so they are excited about the possibilities of creating an exciting future for themselves. They get up every morning and they see every effort they make as part of a great plan to accomplish. So that is one quality of a visionary leader. The second, I would say, is that they are optimistic.
Okay.
They see opportunities in almost everything that happens, positive or negative.
Okay.
They look for the good in every situation and in every person. They see the valuable lessons contained in every problem or setback. They call failures learning experiences because, again, they are inspired by something great they have seen.
Okay.
Ahead of time. You get it. And let me just mention maybe one more.
Okay, do.
They are action-oriented.
Action-oriented.
Yeah, they are constantly in motion. Like Kwame Nkrumah was always on the go. Going to Ethiopia, going to meet Lee Kuan Yew, and always on the go. Not just always on the go, but productively.
Okay.
Something that really brings something back, And so visionary leaders try something and then they keep trying, they never give up. You get it?
Yeah, I do.
And
are you okay?
Yes. And the final thing I'll say is they accept personal responsibilities. They don't complain. They are not just talkers.
Whatever the situation,
if it's wrong, guys, I'm responsible. Now, what is the way forward? So that is a visionary leader for you.
These days, leaders don't want to accept mistakes.
That is why we are preaching good leadership.
Thank you. But let me ask Elder this. The same question a Prince answered. I think we've looked at Kwame Nkrumah and other examples. So now let's make it a bit religious, okay? A pastor, for instance, I have a church, or I just want to do something and embark on a project in the church. And then now we see pray for me, healing and all these, but the people are still wounded. Let me use that word. So just give one or two qualities of a visionary leader pastor.
What I find at the moment is very, very it's a sorrowful situation for those of us who call ourselves Christians. Because now, even we are doing away with the Bible. Just go to any church, the outside of the church, look at the signage, the signboard.
Okay.
Whose picture do you find there? The pastor and his wife. Jesus Christ thrown away. Now, we are not preaching salvation. We are preaching prosperity. We are preaching getting a visa. We are preaching going to London, England. We are preaching building a house.
Wow.
But the Bible, Jesus asks us, if I get all these things and I lose my life, where am I? And so by so doing, we are actually separating ourselves from God. But a visionary leader should be somebody who unites the people. So if you are a leader, a visionary leader, and for that matter, a pastor, you cannot unite the people, then you are making a mistake.
And in your church.
Yes, in your church, and even outside the church. Currently, you find pastors having prophecies. This man is going to win the 2015 election. That man is going to lose, and all that. Now, the church is made up of people who belong to different political parties or political persuasions.
They belong to Jesus Christ.
Yes. But at the same time, they also have some political coloring.
Yeah.
So if I am Kwame belonging to church B, and my pastor is always praising a certain political figure, even though in politics my color is the other color, what do you think I'm going to be in that church? So instead of uniting our own flocks, we are doing that, dividing them by our pronouncements. So unity is a factor.
Unity is a factor.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Probably we might also want to look at leaders having a sense of meaning and purpose.
Okay.
You see, in each area of our lives. Are you a pastor only when you put on the cloak and the cassock? And then after church, you are a different person altogether?
You can't.
And I know a pastor's wife who always says that it is my husband who is a pastor and not me. And so how are we building the church?
It can never be possible. Thank you very much. Listeners, it is boiling, the Boiling Dialogue Days platform, and I believe that you are listening, and as we discuss, we are educating the nation and individuals. Also, you can send us your comments on our WhatsApp page, 0244 944 647. I have a few of them, and I'll read them before we leave. 0244 944 647. Kwame Bedu Ando, let's answer this question, and then we can continue. What is the skill sets?
Yes.
Okay, of a visionary leader?
First of all, I want to mention this word charisma. Is very important in the life of a visionary leader. It is how you understand how you appear to people. How do you appear to people? And how do you understand that?
How do you understand?
If people see you as somebody who is with them, who condescends, comes to the very level, the lowest level of the people, mingles with them, probably is with them,
sits with them,
discusses issues. Yes, you are there.
Okay.
And then also, are you resolute? If you say, I'm going to do this, do you do it to the end until you have achieved what you are doing?
That's the skill set.
That's the skill set. And then communication, very important.
Communication.
When you're talking to your people, what words do you use?
Please, do you use please?
You see? Some leaders will only stand up and show maybe the clothes they are wearing. Yes, because you go to a function and you see the leader in immaculate white dress, rings of all sizes, probably a hat or a cap to match, talking to villagers.
A stick.
A stick,
when they put on the hat,
and then there's a walking stick. But you go to the villages, talking to them, and look at the sort of people that you are talking to. And at times they go there and they speak English. You go to my village, poor people, how many of them have gone to school? They go there and they speak English. And then someone is asked to interpret what they are saying. And assuming the person who is interpreting does not have the same reference point in terms of language with the leader, then it is all poison that is being churned out to the people. So you are sort of, you disorient the people. And then you set yourself apart from them.
It shouldn't be
So they don't match with you.
And that's
bad.
Be achieved.
That is bad.
Is that all? You have one more? Score set. Okay, you can hold on there. Unless maybe you have one.
Oh no, let him come
okay,
out.
So Prince, let me ask you this question, and we will get back to the public who have also shared their opinions. Prince, how can a vision be turned into reality? Okay, you see.
Interesting.
You all have vision.
Yes.
First and foremost, we have. But how can we turn the vision into
a reality?
Yeah.
Interesting one. I think I've already given some hints of this in the earlier submissions. But one I would say is that whenever a vision is followed by action, the vision can be turned into a reality.
Whenever
a vision is followed by action, you don't just see and then you sit. Like the eagle sees the rabbit 5 kilometers away and then sleeps. You won't catch that rabbit.
Okay.
But people say they have vision, but there are no actions to push that vision to the reality. You get it? So great leaders do whatever possible is there to do to ensure they achieve a great vision. You get it? And another one, before any action can be turned into a reality, a great deal of discipline is needed.
Okay.
There are many definitions of self-leadership, but the one I really love most is this: that self-discipline is the act of doing what you are supposed to do, whether you feel like doing it or not. You have to read a book. I don't feel like reading, so you don't read it. You have to exercise. I don't feel like exercising. So self-discipline is doing it whether you feel like doing it or not. You see, and to transform your visions into reality, you need to be very disciplined. The last thing I would mention is a visionary leader turns a vision into reality by creating a vivid image of the target they need to attain. And then creates specific strategic plans towards that vision. Now, between the dream and the reality, one needs to set goals. Between the dream and the reality. The first thing is set goals. And then give those goals plans. And then give those plans strategies. And then give those strategies directions. And then give those directions action. Let me say it quickly.
So you should follow that in that sequence.
Follow this sequence, you have your dream into a reality. First, set goals. And then give your goals plans. Plan for those goals. And then those plans, give them strategies. That's why we have strategic planning. And then those strategies, give them direction. You don't have 5 great strategies, PDF documents sitting on your laptop. Give it directions.
I think we will revisit this topic next week, so that you'll get more time to break into yes, because I think
and so time, those directions, I mean, you give them actions. You are moving to do what? Now you've given your strategies directions. You are going to go and do what? So you give it actions, and then you'll be left with your dream realized.
Oh, thank you very much, Prince. That must be done before it becomes reality. Thank you very much. Let's get to the public. I think I have few people who have shared their opinions on this subject. I will get back to Kwame Beduando and Prince in few minutes, I think in 2 minutes, and we'll open the phone lines for you to contribute to the subject. You can leave your question or any comment you'd want to make on 0244 on our WhatsApp page. It can also be a text message, we wouldn't mind. 0244 944 647. 0244 944 647. Thank you very much. Let's get to the public. We shall be back. Stay tuned, Vision 193.5 FM. Yes, you're welcome to Principles of Life. This is a public opinion about visionary leadership. Just mention your name and then your location.
My name is Quincy and I live right here in Hacho. Visionary leader is someone who is able to predict a future event and then put up appropriate measures, profitable one precisely to control that event. And so with that, he's able to understand the outcome of any action they take, and then also understand the influence of external influences, and then know how to work his way out within in all these situations or circumstances. Thank you.
Where could you be free Ashoman Estate? Because I feel Ashoman Estate. You say Cass will be a visionary leader. Will be a name dear. Any nyansa. Ultimate boa mamma for the tumpon. I will be on him. Now say in Pampin say will be a visionary leader. Ultimate Eddie. Oku enim ema manfo edi nkunim or the ideas eba ema manfo etimi eye omonyoma sene etie medase.
My name is Emmanuel Patendroko. I stay at Abeka La Paz. When you say someone is a visionary leader, it's two words combined together, vision and a leader. So a visionary leader is someone who is well balanced, innovator. That's number one. Imagines the future, number two. And three, unite followers for them to be able to achieve that innovation thing that they want to do. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Forson. I stay at Kolebu. To my understanding, a visionary leader is somebody who has vision, like he builds on something that he or she has thought of achieving, and he directs a specific goal. And a visionary leader should be able to balance expressions of emotional, physical, and mental abilities in order to achieve whichever he or she wants to achieve. Thank you.
My name is Rebecca from Adenta. First of all, I was saying visionary. If you refer to someone as a visionary, you mean that they have strong original ideas about how things might be different in the future, especially about how things might be improved. One can refer to leadership as people who are in control of a group or organization. So visionary leadership could be explained as leaders who have strong original ideas about how things might be different and improved in the future. Thank you.
Hello, you've heard what the public have said, and I think it has a very big definition. Everybody can define visionary leadership at his or own opinion. That is what we heard from the public. Now the phone lines are activated for you to call us on 0302 433 864. 0302 433 864 or 0302 433 865. 0302 433 865. Your WhatsApp messages can also come in. We'll make time and read them. 0302 433 864. 0302 433 865. Kwame Beduando, are you there?
Yes.
I think Prince also. I think as we wait for the calls to come in, you heard what the public said. Do you have anything to say about that?
I think the public are very, very...
Okay, sorry. There's somebody on the line. Hello? Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, may I know your name, where you're calling from, please?
Okay, I'm calling from Lominava.
Eben, let's hear you, please.
Okay, I'm saying, someone, may God bless you for your program.
Okay.
You are encouraging us, you are teaching about the future, how to handle things, how to think, and how to go on with the future. Thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, Eben. God bless you too for listening. Keep on listening. Thank you very much. Hello? Okay, so Kwame, you can continue.
Yeah. The public has a very good understanding of visionary leadership, and I think that is very encouraging. All those you interviewed were very precise, and they gave us nice things. I would say that the visionary leader should be a chief organizer. Yes, chief. Like he was saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Prince was saying, plan. You see, okay. But when you plan,
Okay, sorry, Elder. Please, good evening. Your name?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Your name, where you are calling from, please?
Yeah, my name is Isaac. I'm calling from Dansman.
Isaac Dansman, let's hear you, please.
Okay. I want to thank the panel for such insights they are giving to the topic.
Okay.
I think my mind is on the fact that a leader,
Okay.
apart from having that vision, that big picture he wants to achieve, he must also be very detailed. He must have an insight to what every single detail of the vision, so that even right from the when an action can cause the vision to fail, you will know and correct it immediately. But I think that having the big picture is not enough. People will say they want to achieve something, but at the end of the day, they are unable to achieve it because they've not been able to make the vision plain. Like
Kwame said, put them on tablets, plain.
Make it plain,
It shall surely
so
come
that
to
he
pass.
knows A from B, B from C, C from D, that when he works towards it, he can achieve exactly what he intends to achieve. That is what I want to put across.
Thank you very much. Sorry, your name again, please.
I am Isaac.
Isaac, thank you very much for your comments. We cherish it very well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Elder said, is it Prophet Habakkuk, right? Write the vision
Habakkuk, that's
on
Habakkuk,
tablets.
yeah, chapter 2.
Habakkuk.
Habakkuk, yeah.
Okay, I think you can continue.
Yeah, so I was saying that the visionary leader should be the organizer-in-chief of whatever program has been laid before him. Because if you don't control the organization, you see, virtually people will misdirect people, you know. You may have enemies somewhere. You may have people who don't love you. You may have people who don't...
I'm sorry, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, you're welcome. Your name, your location, please.
My name is Al Bashir.
Your name again?
Al Bashir.
Alba, okay, Al Bashir.
I'm calling from Utubreku.
Utubreku, Central Region, right?
What's the name of the station?
It's Vision 1, 93.5 FM, right in Achimota, direct opposite to St. John's Senior High School. Hello?
Yeah, I want to contribute.
Yes, contribute. Let's hear you, please.
You see, one of the panelists was saying, since like yesterday it rained, and when we check on the road, there is flood, gutters, and what have you.
Yes, Kwame Beduano, right? Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Have you seen, I don't know if you have been recently at, how do you call it? Before you get to Kaswa.
Before you get the toll booth,
Very good.
Yes.
You see the mountain there?
Yes, I've seen it. People have buildings. We have buildings on
It's not even about the building. You know, it seems they have given the place to some people, and they have scooped all that mountain, and due to that, you see, the guy was blaming with the citizens. But the issue is, now let's ask ourselves, who made somebody to scoop those things from the mountain? Now it is due to that. Now it has rained, and the rain has choked the road, and the sun has even covered the asphalt.
Oh.
So we, the citizens, don't have a problem. Let me take you to the Singapore man that he was raised.
Okay.
One, when the man visited Ghana, you know what he said?
Yeah, so let's hear you,
If you
please.
take the African watch, that was 2013. The man said that when he visited Kwame Nkrumah, like the guy said, the first vice chancellor for the premier university, when he checked his background, the guy, Mr. Abraham, the name is Mr. Abraham, Professor Abraham or whatever.
Okay.
He is somebody who have learned a Greek and had first class. So when that man who just passed away last week or whatever came to Ghana, he said he was surprised that a country endowed with agriculture and somebody who have gone to study Greek and had first class is a vice chancellor of such a university who is going to train people.
Just try and wrap up for us. We are.
I get it.
Yes, we are.
So what I'm trying to say is some of the things, it is the leadership.
Yeah, that's why we are educating. In fact, our target is the youth because we want future good leaders. Okay, I'm not saying current leaders are not good, but we want to educate us more, ourselves more, so that we know what we can do to develop.
Now we know what we can do, but the issue is before I get there or before you get there. But then those who are there today, they have even spoiled it.
That is why this platform is educating the youths. Are you getting me, please?
I think we have to only pray so that God will change those who are managing their affairs.
Can I make a comment, please?
Very good. You are welcome.
Yes. So about the Kaswa thing, the issue is that what have some of the citizens done about it? Has someone written an article on it? Has someone drew the attention of a daring journalist on it?
You see, we don't even know our right and our left.
Oh, we've lost him.
You see, we all have a role to play.
Yes.
The government are not playing a role.
I don't know.
Can't you write an article?
Of course.
See Manasi, Azuri, all those people. Let them make it a very.
No, the fact is, we even have assemblymen and women over there.
I think there's somebody
representing the community. So if you find something that is untoward to the environment, why don't you go to the assembly person and then talk to him or her about it? In fact, we don't have to sit on the fence.
Of course.
We are all people. When we suffer together. So if you see anything wrong happening in your community, draw the attention of the leadership of the community to whatever is happening, and action will be taken.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to make the effort.
Yes.
You can't change what you tolerate.
Yes.
So if you direct the problem, okay, the leaders have to know they have to do it, but what if they are not doing it for the next 50 years? Do you just sit down and hope they will do it?
Yeah.
When the gutters are choked, you are going to get a quarrel. Yeah. All right. There's a question. Che Dansuman is asking. He says, "Do we have visionary leaders in Ghana apart from Dr. Nkrumah?" I don't know how we're going to answer this question, but I think so.
Yes, we do.
I think yes. Che is yes. Thank you very
Well,
much.
I wouldn't say myself and my co-contributor, we are not visionary leaders, and yourself.
Solomon also from Dansuman says that a visionary leader is one who plans and works toward a project with the intention of sustaining it now and for the future generations. Thank you very much, Solomon, for sharing your comment with us. Good evening, men of God. I have been blessed with your message, which has enlightened me to know that a visionary leader must bring about a positive change. God bless you, Sandra from Dansuman. I think we have another lady. I'm sorry, it's a gentleman. He said, "My name is Richard from Abomusu.
Wow.
Abomusu.
Yeah, we went for mission
in the eastern region, right? Abomusu. He says, very tight friend of Brother Prince. I'm really enjoying this program. I thank God for giving us such a talented person, Brother Prince. He is, yes, because I have witnessed myself. He was on the TEDx Accra. And it is not easy to get to that platform. Those who know TED, it was just organized yesterday at the National Theatre, and Prince was on the platform. Thank you. There is another one from Asieku from Asofan. Asieku from Asofan. Ladiben Asieku from Asofan. Is everyone qualifies to be a visionary leader? It's a question. Can we quickly?
Okay, I don't think we have born visionary leaders.
Okay.
We can become visionary leaders.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say that nobody, or you have to be born a visionary leader. Yeah, as we are talking here, people are learning. And from what we are saying and from what they are learning, they can become visionary leaders.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you heard Kwame Beduando. This is from Same Nungwa Buedi? Nungwa, let me say Nungwa. I think we all know Nungwa. Hello, Uncle Sam. Thanks very much for your effort by bringing this program to us. We have been listening to you. We've been listening to you every week. We pray that the Almighty God lifts you up to bring to us changing life topics. Thanks once again, Sammy, Church of Christ. Thank you very much, Uncle Sam. We'll meet. I know him very well. He's a very good friend. This is from Alex Nyako. Matayoko says that, good evening and God bless you for your good works. Adding to the subject on board, a visionary leader is effective in manifesting his or her vision because he or she creates specific achievable goals, initiate action, and enlist the participation of others. Alex Nyako, thank you, Matayoko. The last but not the least is Iraifua Mama Ray from Ashoman Estate. Visionary leaders are the builders of a new dawn, working with imagination, insight, and God bless you. Iraifua, thank you very much. God bless you. There is another one. He is Francis Adenta. I really like what your guests are saying because it's very true. Thank you, Francis. God bless you. The last, not the least. Good evening. Vision leaders often have vivid imagination. They take great care to nurture their imagination. He or she didn't add where he's calling from the name too. All right. Thank you very much, listeners. Your final word, Kwame and Prince.
Yeah, I just want to tell every listener that if they have not set any objectives for themselves, they should start doing so now. And they must ensure that their objectives are SMART. And by SMART, I mean S should be specific, M should be measurable, A should be achievable, R should be realistic, and T should be time-bound.
Wow. You explain it next week. Because we are revisiting this topic next week. Listeners. Visionary Leadership Part 2 next week. Thank you, Mr. Prince Edu Apia and Kwame Beduando for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, all listeners. God bless you. Make a date with us next week, same time on Vision 193.5 FM. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. On this note, I draw down the curtains of today's discussion. Visionary Leadership, Principles of Life, The Boiling Dialogue, Only One Life Mission. I'm Mensah, your host and your missionary. I wish you a fruitful week. Good night.